That was loud.
What?
So that was loud.
I hope you saw that.
Yeah. I saw it right up to my forehead. Welcome to the second installment of The Last Line. I promise I won't make this video as long, hopefully. I want to start today off sending a thank you out to my Uncle Tom Mazur for sending me some encouraging words about some reservations I had about making these videos. Why is everyone shooting high today? Recently, I found out that Uncle Tom has been doing a radio show that he's been posting on the internet. And when I found that on his Twitter, at Old Buffalo, I'll put the link right here, somewhere. I'm still learning the angles of this camera. I spent one whole workday listening to all 5 of his radio shows that he had on the internet at the time. I loved the way he told stories. They were from the heart. They were honest. They were entertaining. You know, I felt like I was in his stories, how he told them. In one of his shows, he suggested to his listeners to handwrite a letter to someone who inspires them. And knowing that I wanted to start doing these videos, I decided to write him a letter and tell him that I love how he tells his stories. In that letter, I explained to him that I enjoy telling stories a lot too, but I'm worried about how I tell the stories because I am more of a body language type person. I'm, hand gestures and facial expressions. And after years and years of, being with my wife who has low vision, I've learned to exaggerate those facial expressions and body language and stuff to help tell my stories to her so she can see it. I also explained in the letter that I hope he continues to do those radio shows because I like to take character traits of people in my life that are similar to ones that I already have, but they're better at it, I guess you would say. And the character trait that I really enjoyed from Uncle Tom is his ability to tell stories. One of the reasons I wanted to do these videos was because I like to entertain people. I like to tell stories. I like talking about me. And I was worried that where I'm not good with words, I'm not a wordsmith, that I wouldn't be entertaining for people. I mean, I'm not looking to become internet famous, but at the same time, I would like some followers to watch this and keep up with me. And he told me to let my passion for my stories just shine through my words and just to go for it, just to do it. So here I am, going for it. Just going to have some fun, tell stories. I'm going to try to keep them a lot shorter than my first one. That took a long time. But I want to use this to practice my speaking ability, my inflection that I use, the tone of voice that I use, enunciating, all of it. My wife always tells me, "You always sound so angry. Why do you sound angry?" Well, I'm not. I don't know why I sound like that. So I want to work on that. I want to learn to use more color in my voice, like I use my hands and my facial expressions when telling stories. The reason I want to do that is because when my 6-year-old came into our house when we became foster parents, he was 4. He had just turned 4 at the time, and he couldn't speak. You know, he didn't have any language skills. He sounded like a toddler. Now, he has improved leaps and bounds, but he's still a little behind. He's not really behind. He just has lazy habits, and he chooses not to try when he speaks. He still mumbles and grunts and doesn't use all his sounds. So I want to use this time to keep practicing, me speaking clearly, so I can be a good influence for my 6-year-old. So hopefully with time and practice, I will become a better, more colorful speaker, and you all might find enjoyment out of the stories I tell during this time, and maybe you'll keep on coming back to watch. Thank you for staying for a whole nother section of The Last Line with me, Cheater Cage Ryan. I hope it was fun. And as always, continue being the best version of yourself.